collected his first Supercross title. He has done it. He has won the Amped Mobile AMA Supercross Lights West Coast Series title. Since that time, his Pro Circuit teammate Ben Townley has added to the green legacy by earning Mitch Payton his 15th Lights crown. For Ben Townley, second place is good enough to be crowned Amped Mobile Supercross Lights East Coast champion for 2007. Now Podium returns to action in Seattle. It is time for the Washington State native to take on all comers as the West Region champ goes for his 7th victory of the year. AMA Supercross Lights West Region Racing is next on Speed. The Amped Mobile Supercross Lights West Coast Series has had 2 months off since their last round of competition. But tonight in Seattle, Washington's Qwest Field, it's time to put the helmets back on and to get back to racing. The West Coast season was all about Ryan Villopoto. The number 51 Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki rider dominated the field, winning 6 out of the 7 rounds of competition so far and the West Coast Championship. Tonight, he races in front of his home crowd in Washington. Hi, everybody. I'm Ralph Shaheen alongside former Supercross Series champion Jeff Emig. And this series really was all about Ryan Villopoto. But, Jeff, so was the entire Lights season.
Well, the season was great, but for Villopoto, he established himself as the premier Lights racer, and he's still got another year left in the Lights, year and a half, before he has to race with Stewart, Reed, and all the big guys. But right now, it is all about him, and for him coming back here with 1 race left in the series, for him, it's just a warm-up for the East-West Shootout next week in Vegas.
And, of course, you'll see that live right here on Speed. But let's show you the point standings coming into this final round of the West Coast Series. Of course, the championship's over, but there's some good battles down there, specifically for 5th place between Josh Grant, Josh Hill, and Josh Hansen, and even Matthew Lemoyne in there. That could be a pretty good fight here tonight in Seattle. All right, so the championship's over at the front. What's he racing for and some of these other guys?
Well, like I said, Villopoto, he's just warming up for next week. But for some of the other guys, they're still trying to solidify their points and where they're going to finish and actually get to the East-West Shootout. So tonight, there's a lot on the line, maybe not for our champion, but for some of the guys down the list.
Well, the Pro Circuit team is absolutely dominated, not just the West Coast, but the East Coast, winning both championships. And look at how strong they've been this year. Now, obviously, they had more than just Ryan Villopoto and Ben Townley riding for them this year. Chris Gosselaar, Chris Pourcel, we had Darcy Lange in there winning. They were riding very strong for them this year. They won 10 races. They were on the podium 18 times, and they won 2 championships this year. With more on the story with the Pro Circuit team, here's our Aaron Bates with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Ryan Villopoto, your 2007 AMA Supercross Lights West Coast champion, returning to the Qwest Field for the final West Coast race. Ryan, the championship is clinched in San Diego. You're coming into this round in front of your hometown crowd. Are you feeling any pressure even though you've got the championship wrapped up?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't think I would, and you know, I do want to get out there and hopefully get a win, you know, for the crowd that I'm so close to. You know, I'm only an hour across from the stadium. You know, I have to cross the water to go home, and you know, so it'll be cool to see how the crowd reacts when I get out there.
Now, the track conditions here are unlike anything we've seen yet, the ruts and everything else combined. Do you feel as though you might be at an advantage on your hometown track?
No, I wouldn't say that, because last year was muddy and that was the first time I've ever rode it. And with this dirt, you know, it's the first time I've ever rode a Supercross track that has this kind of, you know, the base of the dirt, you know, it's really slippery and rocky. And, you know, I don't think I have any advantage. I just hope that I can get a good start and be up front.
You can expect this crowd to be cheering as loud as they can as they have their Washington native coming by.
All right, Aaron, the biggest advantage he has is he's already champion. Last week, his teammate Ben Townley on the 101 laid claim to the East Coast Championship in Detroit. Tonight, we get back to racing with the West Coast Series when we return here on Speed.
What's the best thing about this bike?
Layout here of the racetrack design in Seattle, and earlier today, Jeff Emig took a look at the track.
All right, Supercross Lights fans, we have the pleasure of going on board with Rockstar Suzuki's Troy Adams for a lap of qualifying practice up here in Seattle. The one thing that you have to remember is the soil here is very soft and it's very wet underneath. What that's going to do, you'll see going through this rhythm section, is there's going to be ruts all the way across the track. No matter where you go tonight, the track's going to be rutted. It's going to make it extremely difficult for these riders. You see right here, Troy's going to roll this, find a rut, double through here. Look at the face of that triple jump. Extremely soft and it gets very dangerous. See him coming through the whoops. He's getting way off to the right, staying out of those deep ruts that are in the middle. It's actually pretty loose in some spots too. They put down a lot of lime to dry the soil out. You notice right here, this is actually a triple jump that he's only doubling and he doubles out into an extremely rutted finish line turn. That's a lap in Seattle.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Is the passion for two wheels in your blood? Well, now you can get all the breaking news, in-depth analysis, and more with a Motorcycle Racing Report. Only at speedtv.com, keyword green, presented by Kawasaki. Let's check in with Aaron Bates with the Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Supercross Lights class resumes for the final race of the season here in Seattle after a long 2-month break. Some of the guys continued on their Supercross regimen while others made the transition for outdoor testing. The number 577 behind me of Martin Davalos, he jumped on a plane directly after San Diego and went straight to his hometown of Ecuador where he hung out with his family and friends for a couple of weeks. He hasn't done any training for Supercross since that point. He said, "You can expect me to be a little bit rusty today."
Well, we'll find out just how rusty he is. Martin Davalos has been a pretty good rider this season. He's had some real flashes of brilliance, winning early on in the year. As we take a look at our up close now, getting ready for heat number 1. Top 9 will transfer straight on to the main. Everybody else goes to the last chance qualifier, and heat 1 will be a 6-lap race. Here's our starting grid for heat number 1. Brought to you by Dunlop. And we're going to get to see a couple of the Joshes that are in the middle of that fight for 5th in the points here as Josh Hill and Josh Hansen are about to get to go racing.
Yeah, and Davalos says he's a little bit rusty, but he qualified 2nd only to Ryan Villopoto, so he has been pretty quick today. Be pretty dialed in.
Looking back towards the starting gate, and that's where you'll find Josh Hill on that number 58 on the Yamaha in the blue and white riding gear.
Hill is actually out of Oregon, so fairly native rider here from the Northwest.
As usual, the 30-second girl will turn the board sideways, head for the sidelines, and we'll be set to go. Into the first corner. Boy, everybody gets stacked up in there because it quickly comes back to the right after you make that left. And it looks like Kyle Partridge, it is.
And Kyle Cunningham, 622 on the Yamaha. He actually was there first. Partridge just pulled up alongside of him.
And Davalos right behind him on the 577.
The track right now, they would have just worked on it after qualifying. The track's going to be in really good shape right now. But as this race goes on, the ruts are going to start to form in the jump faces around the turns. But this is going to be a quick heat right here.
Up over the triple. But we were wondering if Martin was going to be a little rusty. He thought he might be, but he's riding pretty good, Jeff.
He seems to be on fire right now.
Oh, right into over the top blocks goes Martin. And he almost takes.
That is unbelievable that those guys both stayed up. Davalos jumps off the left side of the finish line jump. As Cunningham was going to jump to the inside. I can't believe they didn't get together. That was a nice save on both their parts.
There's Josh Hill on the 58, and yes, as I was going to say, he almost takes Cunningham right out as he lands on top of the top block. The only rider I think we've seen do that this year and survive landing on top of a top block like that was James Stewart earlier this year in Orlando.
Yeah, well, Stewart had a couple of those. Also at San Francisco, remember, our winner, Ricky Carmichael, landed off the side of the finish line jump and saved it. Went on to win that main event. Nice save.
Remember, the top 9 transfer straight to the A main event. Watching Josh Hill on the 58.
Take a look right here on the right side of your screen. Davalos lands on the tough blocks. Cunningham feels that he's there. Here's his bike. He probably had the throttle tapped wide open. Cunningham pulls up and gets out of the way. I cannot believe both those guys stayed up. That was awesome.
Through the whoop section into one of the short rhythm sections and cutting across the start line area.
Kyle Partridge, our leader, is having a great race here, and I think this season has been his best ever, and I'm really proud of him because he's had some injuries, and but this season he's really putting it together, showing the speed that he had in his amateur career, going out here whole shot in these races.
Oh, Martin Davalos trying to get the block pass in there, but just couldn't get it done. Remember, the names in green going across the top of your screen hold those top 9 positions, which are the straight transfers to the main. Everybody else in red looking at a trip to the LCQ.
And now what's tough about a race like this is earlier today when they were in practice, the track would have not been in very good shape, especially the first one. It was pretty rutted and soft. The track, actually, when they work on it with the dozers and tractors and everything, it actually flattens the jumps out a little bit. So the track's actually faster now than what it was. So maybe be a little bit cautious, and now the lines would have changed in the turns, and even the rhythm sections can change.
Jeff,
we get into this heat.
Partridge is doing a lot of looking over his shoulder, and that's not usually considered a good thing to do.
It's not a good thing to do, but it seems to be necessary when you got a couple of guys breathing down your throat. I think he's doing an all right job at it, but I know what you're saying. He needs to focus on the lead, that's for sure.
We've had a change for second place as Josh Hill now has gotten around Davalos to take over second.
And Hill has got a line at the end of that 13-jump rhythm section where he almost just goes, like skips across the top of the last 4.
Kind of like a giant whoop section.
Like a big whoop section. If he is anywhere near Partridge on this next lap, if he doesn't attempt to pass before then, it is a very quick spot.
There goes Hill on the blue and white 58, the Yamaha.
Hill is on fire. Oh, he gets on the inside of Partridge. Just a drag race through the first turn.
And he's got him. They even tap wheels a little bit. The track comes back the other way to the right. Partridge trying to make the pass back in the air. Oh, a bit of a bobble by both of them. This is a great race.
Now watch at the end right here. Watch what Hill does. Right here he goes. Skips right across the top of the last 4. That is a hot line.
It definitely is. It opened up a big gap for him. And he easily clears the triple with plenty of gap between him and second place Kyle Partridge.
Well, and Hill has really had a great season. He started off, and rookie season started off really slow. I think it was pretty frustrating for him. But right now, he's definitely got some time under his belt looking at this Heat 1 win.
Final lap and checkered flag for Josh Hill. He takes the win, but quite a battle for second behind him. And it goes to Martin Davalos, who just catches Partridge in the final corner. There's Martin Davalos. He shook up a little bit of rust. He's going on to the main. We'll be right back to Seattle.
Tonight, an epic adventure will draw to a close live on Speed.
Here we go.
Only one battle remains.
This is what we all want to see.
In a season that saw the end of an era and the ascension of the next great champion.
Stewart with the lead.
Don't miss your last chance this season to see James Stewart. His time is now.
He wanted it bad.
And the chase is on.
He's got him right now.
Supercross Las Vegas. 4 hours of live coverage begins tonight, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, only on Speed.
Welcome back to Seattle's Qwest Field, and things got really heated in the final corner in the fight for second place. And they got even more hot after the finish line jump. Kyle Partridge not happy with Martin Davalos and his pass in the final corner, and look at this, Jeff.
Yeah, well, he cannot be happy with that pass, but an action like this is totally uncalled for. Definitely going to be some fines thrown out there for each one of those guys.
Let's show you the results now as they wrapped up heat number 1. They both would have earned a transfer spot to the main, but not happy about how it was done. Bradley Graham, the last one in heat number 1 to go straight to the main. Adam Chatfield leads everybody else to the LCQ. As Let's check in with Aaron Bates with at least one happy guy. That'd be Josh Hill.
Josh Hill making that heat race look way too easy out there with only 2 days of Supercross testing. Josh, you came out there swinging. How are you able to manage what you pulled off, especially on a track as tough as this one?
I don't know, I just been training a lot outdoors and getting ready, and then just rode a couple days Supercross, felt really good. I just got over being sick, and just I got it, my bike's getting a lot better, and just got off to a good start, and just, I mean, a better start than what I've been used to, so that helped out a lot, and I just been training.
A lot of these guys doing outdoor testing. It may benefit them here in Seattle.
Tomorrow on Speed, step into the wind tunnel with Dave Despain. Don't miss the biggest names, the biggest opinions, and of course the biggest mouths all season long. And of course Dave is on hand to fan the flames of controversy. Wind tunnel with Dave Despain tomorrow night at 9 Eastern, live on Speed. Here's the up close now for heat number 2 of the Amp Mobile Supercross Lights West Coast Series. Again, we're going to take 9 straight to the main and fill out a bunch more slots in the last chance qualifier. Here's our Dunlop starting grid as well as we get set to drop the gate on this one. And we get to see the champ, Ryan Villopoto, the man that finished second in the championship behind him, Jason Lawrence, who's pretty much safe in his position in the standings.
Safe in his position, but he is definitely gunning for Villopoto this weekend, and a lot of sparks flew earlier this season, so we'll see if these two get together a little bit here in Seattle.
There's a guy we've nicknamed Villopodium, as he stood there pretty much all season long, didn't he?
Every race.
And we've got an onboard camera for you as well. Troy Adams on the Rockstar Suzuki, showing you the view down this very long front straightaway here at Qwest Field, which, Jeff, is pretty much end zone to end zone, almost 100 yards in length.
Yeah, but what's tough about it is you're down there, and then it makes the left, and then it makes an immediate right 180. So everybody really packs up there in the over here in the second turn. It's going to be pretty tough all night, I think.
And again, it looks like this week it kind of bends this way for the guys on the far right as you're looking at the gate. Real close to those tough blocks again. Villopoto tries to get to the hole shot, but it looks like it goes to Jason Lawrence, and it does.
Villopoto immediately pulling up alongside Lawrence. See if these guys can keep it clean, just get into the main event.
Villopoto takes the lead. Now can Lawrence hang with him?
I was watching Lawrence in practice, and he looked really comfortable and really fast. The first practice, he went right after Villopoto instantly, went out there, raced with him, ran it in on him a little bit, so definitely gunning for him, and looking to take himself his first win.
Well, if you can ride with Ryan Villopoto at his pace, you're going to have a lot of speed and a lot of confidence, because Villopoto, we saw earlier this season in one of the Anaheim rounds, he was actually turning laps as quick as the guys in the big Supercross class.
Well, definitely, and pro circuit guys, they've got those bikes dialed in, but I tell you what, these Yamahas have been pretty good this year too. We're on the east there, we had Ryan Morris leading the points championship. He was solid all season, and I think they got this bike working all right too.
We talked a lot today over the course of the day while walking through the pits and everything about this dirt, how spongy it feels when you walk across these obstacles. How do you ride dirt that's like that?
Well, the dirt is very soft, and so it soaks all of the momentum and all the power out of the engine. And the reason it's like that is our Supercross fans will remember that last season, this was a mud race. It was really wet. Well, when they take the dirt out and they stored it wet, so it didn't really have a chance to dry out. So you get what you have here. You have the soft track.
Going on board with Troy Adams, who's currently running in fourth, which is good enough for a transfer spot. Again, those names in red across the top of the screen are the ones looking at a trip to the last chance qualifier.
We're right there in that 13-jump rhythm section. You see Troy triple out. Seeing some of the ruts starting to form here. This triple jump here, the big triple. A lot of ruts on the takeoff. There actually get some pretty big holes from where the bikes land. So at times, if you land in the wrong hole, you kind of case it, you stick the bike. Definitely throws your momentum forward.
There's a good look at Troy. Well, he really pulled up in the bars when he went over that triple, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't really have enough distance over that triple, and so what he did, he kind of pulls the front wheel up, and it gives that front wheel, a split second longer before it hits the ground. Carries the momentum forward. Seems like he's got a pretty good rhythm right here. Here's that 13 jump rhythm section. That one's a little bit steep on the downside. And it triples out.
Top 9 riders go to the main, so the battle for 9th is an important one. Right now, the 9th position belongs to the 382 of Clay Higgins out of Peoria, Arizona. And Gosselaar's right in here as well on the 102.
Well, Gosselaar really had an up and down season, huh, Ralph? He had some really strong rides, had that ride in San Francisco where he was solid second place, battling with Martin Davalos, and fell right in front of Martin and got ran over. Had a shoulder injury that he had to nurse most of the season. Says he's 100% now, and he's definitely ready for tonight and next week at that coveted East-West shootout around in Las Vegas.
Gosselaar on the 102 is now sitting in, listed in 5th. Matt Lemoyne is in 6th on the 630. And he's really had a good season.
Oh, that he has. And there's been a couple of these rookie guys that have been pretty impressive. And what's been impressive is that their Supercross skills right out of the bat they've been pretty quick. So challenging some of the veterans like Gosselaar.
And he gets right into Gosselaar, and down goes Lemoyne and Gosselaar, and Gosselaar not happy about it at all.
Well, I don't blame him. That was a rookie move there. He had the position the line to take the position, but instead he took it too deep, took them both out. Doesn't do anyone any good. Now Lemoyne's further back, Gosselaar's out of the race, and you have one of your toughest competitors. Now he's mad at you. You don't ever want to do that.
No problems for Ryan Villopoto, number 51, well on his way to winning his heat. Final lap here in heat number 2 in Seattle.
And he does have a great style. Ryan Villopoto attacks the track in every section. And that's, if he continues on here in another year, we're gonna see him battling Stewart for the wins in the Supercross class.
And he just won the Amp Mobile Supercross Lights West Coast heat number 2 here in Seattle. So Villopoto gets one step closer to winning another main event. He's going straight to the main, and we'll be back for more racing from Seattle right after these words. Needle in beautiful downtown Seattle, the Emerald City. We are just south of the Space Needle over here in Qwest Field. Here's a look at the results from heat number 2, and Michael Willard. We didn't get to talk about it, but he's on a 125 KTM. Most of the guys now riding 250s in this class, but Michael bringing back a 125, and he's going to take it on to the main. Ryan Villopoto's going to the main, but first he's got to talk to Aaron.
Ryan Villopoto, he had clinched the title with 37-point lead coming into Seattle. Ryan, you basically picked up right where you had left off. Today, is this race sort of just a fun race for you, or are you trying to please your hometown crowd?
No, yeah, I want to get out there and win. I want to keep the I guess the winning streak that I've had. Keep it rolling. I've only got 1 second, and the rest of them are first. So I want to, just keep what I have rolling, going, and got the greatest team behind me: Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and Jeff Fox Parts Unlimited, Thor, Maximo Scott, KMZ, and Amp Mobile, Bridgestone, Renthal, Vans, and Mom and Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, all the family here. Just thanks.
The last race of the West Coast Series, but you can expect the battle to heat up for the main event.
Well, it's been a good night for Ryan Villopoto, a little tougher for 2 other riders. We showed you this just moments ago between Martin Davalos and Kyle Partridge, not happy with the way their heat race finished. Well, neither were the Supercross officials. Both Kyle Partridge and Martin Davalos disqualified from the rest of the 9th competition here in Seattle, and they were both headed to the main event. Let's show you the up close now for the last chance qualifier. 14 riders for 4 laps, and the top 4 transfer straight to our main as you took a look at our Dunlop up close. Now let's show you the highlights from the last chance qualifier for the West Coast Series. One rider goes down in the top blocks.
Oh, and Gosselaar right there on the inside, about 5th right now. He was rollerballing bumping off of guys left to right. Looks like Tyler Keith grabbing the hole shot.
Red and blue riding gear challenging for the lead.
Goal right now is to not necessarily see how fast you can go, but just to finish first in this LCQ.
Well, he's half a lap away from taking another big step in his career, and that would be winning his first last chance qualifier. The checkered flag falls for Matt Lemoyne. He gets his first last chance qualifier win. Battling for the final transfer spot to the main. And it's gonna go to Keith. The crowd getting ready for main event action here at Qwest Field. The last chance qualifier is in the books. Matthew Lemoyne, Michael LaPaglia, Chris Gosselaar, and Tyler Keith make the transfers to the main out of the LCQ. It's been a good night of racing so far here in the Emerald City. The last main event for the West Coast Series about to get underway here on the home of the Amp Mobile Supercross Lights Championship. Speed. Racing action. Want to relive the excitement? Watch all the 2007 AMA Supercross and Superbike events on Speed On Demand online. And it's all free, courtesy of Yamaha. So log on now to speedtv.com, keyword Yamaha, and get up to speed. Welcome back to Seattle. That was a beautiful shot of the Space Needle in downtown Seattle. We're racing inside of Qwest Field, just south of downtown. Here's our up close for the main event tonight. Josh Hill won heat 1, Ryan Villopoto, the local and the reigning champ, won heat number 2. Matthew Lemoyne took the LCQ. We've got 22 riders ready for 15 laps. Aaron Bates with a Progressive Direct pre-race report.
Well, guys, you're going to notice that the Supercross Lights class has a different sound to it this evening. And the reason being is the number 84 behind me of Michael Willard is racing on a 125 traditional two-stroke KTM. There was a chat forum, moto chat forum, posted with a little bit of a wager that if he made it into the main event this evening, $3,500 was up for grabs. $2,500 for motocross chat forum posters, and another $1,000 for motorcycle enthusiast Hamer Jackson. So even before he races his main event here, he's already received a $3,500 payday.
That's pretty good, huh?
Not too bad just to get in the main event. That's pretty impressive, though.
Let's show you our starting grid for the main event, brought to you by Dunlop. Of course, Ryan Villopoto has dominated the season. He's won 6 out of the 7 mains so far. The only one he didn't win, his teammate Christophe Pourcel took that one.
Yeah, he's had a great season so far, but the local boys, Villopoto and Hill, they're looking strong for tonight.
There's Ryan Villopoto, all ready to go. Has about 30 friends and family in the grandstands tonight. Troy Adams will carry our onboard camera on his Rockstar Suzuki. Checking out his starting gate position. There you see the camera on top of his helmet.
That would be right up there.
Second board is sideways. We're set to go. Coming from the far outside is where we're going to get our hold shot.
That looks like
Gosselaar.
Chris Gosselaar.
And here comes Jason Lawrence in second on the 338 in the blue riding gear on the Yamaha.
Villopoto right now is back in about 5th or 6th place. He's the man to beat tonight.
Josh Hill with a spectacular move to take over second place. He gets around Lawrence and comes after the leader. Also in the mix is the 24 of Josh Grant. We haven't heard much of him tonight yet, but he's really looking very good in this early stages of the main. So it's Gosselaar, Hill, and Grant, 1, 2, and 3. There's Grant on the number 24 Honda.
Villopoto getting way outside coming onto the start straight.
He's in 4th on the green Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. His teammate, Chris Gosselaar, leads this one so far.
I'll tell you what, this is shaping up here. This is, we got some of the fast guys, Lawrence, or some of the faster lap time guys, Villopoto and Lawrence behind a couple of guys that are looking for their first win this season.
Here's Hill inside. Can't get it done. But he's right alongside through the whoops. Now he's got the pass made.
The crowd loves it. They know he's a guy from up here and local boy from the Northwest.
Josh Hill out of Yamakawa, Oregon. Gosselaar now fighting to hold on to second place as Grant turns up the heat. And look at Villopoto inside, 3 wide as we come onto the main straightaway.
It was like synchronized Supercross there when they're all coming into the first turn.
Gosselaar's got Grant on the outside of the 24. And Villopoto trying to come up along the outside. That becomes the inside as they get to the far corner. Grant in second, Villopoto to third.
Grant started the season off having a lot of bad luck and a bit of an injury. Seems like here this time off, this 2 months off, has done him good because he is fired up right now.
Villopoto with a great move onto the mechanic section, clears the big triple, comes alongside of Grant. That's going to give him the position as they hit the finish line jump. He's now about 2.5 seconds, Jeff, behind Josh Hill.
Ryan Villopoto is just on fire once again. He just rides with so much aggression. I just love watching this kid. And where I think a lot of that comes from is his fitness. I think he's the most fit guy out there. It allows him to ride at 110% all of the time. He doesn't have to save energy or wait for anything. He just goes for it.
He's never had a third place in a main event. He spent 2 weeks riding Supercross, getting ready for this night in Seattle. Let's go back and show you our progressive direct hole shot replay as the main event got underway.
See Hill taking a wide line coming out onto the start straight there. Whew.
All right, let's try it again. Let's show you that progressive direct hole shot replay.
That is Gosselaar who's going to grab our hole shot. He is way on the outside, having to go through the last chance qualifier. He's coming from way over here.
Well, to see this and other hole shots from throughout the season, visit holeshotheaven.com. And right now, Villopoto trying to reel in Hill. He's cut it down to less than 2 seconds. It's about a 1.5 second gap between the two riders. Here comes Villopoto. He likes that high outside line through there. Carries a tremendous amount of speed. Over the finish line jump. Almost had the position.
Hill's hanging tough in there. This will be his opportunity to win his first Lights main event ever, but unfortunately he's got the best Lights rider this season on the West Coast breathing down his neck, and he's charging hard here.
Josh Hill's best finish so far this year was a third at Anaheim 2. Then he clicked off 4 fourth place finishes in a row at San Francisco, Anaheim 3, Houston in the last race, which was in San Diego, and that was about 2 months ago.
This is a Northwest battle. You got Hill on the blue bike, Yamaha. He's from Oregon. 51, he's from Washington.
And this Washington crowd just loving it here in Qwest Field.
I'll tell you what, Hill is really riding strong right there. He took a little look behind him, but
again over the finish line jump as they look at each other. Here comes Villopoto. He's got the spot. Hill goes to the outside. Can he carry more speed to get it back?
This outside's a little better. Pulls up alongside of him, but did not have the line. This Washington crowd is really loving Ryan Villopoto's ride here.
It took him about half of the main event, and he has finally got out in front of the main.
He just seems extremely comfortable. Ryan has a tendency to make little mistakes here and there, but he does that, and he keeps his lap time going. It never seems to hurt his lap time. Right now, he looks extremely comfortable and fluid on the bike, a little bit loose, but sometimes loose is good. I'd rather be loose on a track like tonight than I would tight. That's when the arms start to pump up. You
can see just how deep those ruts have gotten in the corners.
Well, and the track is so difficult because it's loose on top, but yet there's some deep, soft ruts there, so pretty tricky.
Ryan Villopoto thrilling the hometown crowd here in Seattle. We're coming right back for more on Speed. So far this season for the Amp Mobile AMA Supercross Lights West Coast Series, Ryan Villopoto has won all of them but Phoenix, where he finished second to his teammate. He's about to try to win the last one, and here's how he got the lead over Josh Hill on the number 58.
Hill took a look there. He knew that Villopoto was coming up the inside. He took a look to his right. Villopoto came up the left. That was a great move by Villopoto.
We talk a lot about Ryan Villopoto's riding skills, but Jeff, his riding savvy is very mature as well.
Well, this is true. Ryan had a pretty long, successful amateur racing career, and last year when he came into the Supercross world, he showed everybody his very first Supercross race. He was second, and so far this season, he is dominating the lights division.
Josh Hill has his hands full with Josh Grant right now. Jason Lawrence is up to fourth. Chris Gosselaar, after getting the whole shot, has dropped all the way to fifth, just in front of Jake Weimer.
Here comes another pass.
And that's Grant getting around Hill. And Hill shakes his head because he loses a spot to Jason Lawrence as well, who tries to pick off Grant, as does that as well.
Both these riders here, they've gotten into it this season. Talking about Grant and Lawrence.
And Jason Lawrence coming on strong here tonight, Aaron.
Most definitely is, Ralph. In fact, I spoke with him earlier this afternoon after his practice and asked what he had been up to in the last 2 months. He's actually moved himself from California back to his hometown of New Jersey, and he said he's actually got himself on some sort of a program, and obviously this program is paying off here this evening.
He's been very strong most of the year, putting together quite a few good rides, and has himself sitting second in the championship. His worst ride was at Phoenix, where he finished 8th. He's been in the top 5 every other round, including 3 second-place finishes.
We've got a great battle between these two guys. Watch them split the lines here. One outside, one inside. Lawrence rolls it. Grant goes on top and then doubles into the corner. Awesome move.
Good enough. For second, but then he gets caught up in the tough blocks.
Just faded off the side of the track.
Oh, what a tough break.
Stalls the engine also.
Shelby Samsung, no fear rider, sitting in second, now sitting on the sidelines. Let's take a look at what happened to him, Jeff.
We'll take a look at it here. Hops off the tabletop and over that. Hits the berm and just jumps off the side of the track. Just barely over here. Kind of got his balance off to the left, and once he hit those tough blocks, it just pulled him out. A great break for the 338er of Lawrence, because that was a pretty heated battle that they were in, and now Lawrence has got his sight set on the leader with a pretty good gap back to Hill, so he's in a nice, comfortable second place position.
Problems with the 177 of Blows. First Blows out of Phoenix, Arizona. He's sitting there trying to get his bike fired back up. The biggest problem Jason Lawrence has right now is that he's running a second slower than Ryan Villopoto. He's pretty solid in second place, but Villopoto is just incredibly quick tonight.
Well, if you remember right, at the beginning of the race, Villopoto actually was behind Lawrence. And there in the early stages of this race, Villopoto he just had put the hammer down, got past Lawrence early on.
Chris Gosselaar runs in 4th. He has slipped all the way to 5th, had the whole shot. And Jeff, these guys are going to be competing for the first time against the East Coast Series riders in the East-West shootout.
Well, and it's interesting, that East-West race, you got the champion from the West, champion from the East, and all the major players going together. They haven't had a chance to race together. There's always a great battle there, because you want to be the champion of the fastest, of the fastest region. I know myself, I had some pretty successful races when we got together like that, so it's definitely on their minds.
You'll see that live here on Speed next week from Las Vegas at Sam Boyd Stadium. The 73 of Jake Weimer has just gotten around Gosselaar to take over 4th, and Gosselaar finds himself in 5th once again. like Chris is struggling a little bit here in the closing stages of this one. Is on board with Adams.
And look at the ruts coming down through the whoop section. It's one of those deals where you just have to pick a line at the beginning and you have to stay in it all the way to the end. Try to keep your balance. You got to get, excuse me, you have to get on the balls of your feet to balance that bike. Look through there. That's a difficult section.
There's just ruts everywhere on this Seattle racetrack.
And all those white spots, those are all rocks coming up. You notice in the first turn here.
Dusty Klatt challenging here with Adams. Those two riders battling over 7. Klatt's on the 344. Meanwhile, no problems on the final lap for Ryan Villopoto.
And how great this has got to feel for him to be the champion, have all that already locked up, but come back here, win the main event in front of the hometown crowd.
In 8 West Coast races this year, Ryan Villopoto will have 7 wins, 2 hole shots, 7 heat race victories. An incredible year and a championship on the West Coast for Ryan Villopoto.
Just completely dominated tonight like he has in every other race this week.
And the checkered flags fly for Ryan Villopoto at his home race at Qwest Field in Seattle. He takes the win in the final West Coast race of the year. We'll be right back.
Hey guys.
Qwest Field is a busy place. The man on the top step, of course, is Ryan Villopoto as he takes his 7th win in the West Coast Series this year, as we show you the results that have just wrapped up here in Seattle. Jason Lawrence gets another 2nd place finish. Josh Hill comes across the line in 3rd after he put on a brilliant fight with Villopoto in the early stages of this race. Josh Grant looked real strong, stumbled right near the end. He ends up finishing 20th. We go down to the podium now. Here's Aaron Bates with our winner.
7 out of 8 wins this season and picking up a victory in front of his hometown crowd, showing off. Ryan, next weekend you head into the East-West Shootout. Are you, what's going on through your mind right now going up against the East Coast Lights competitor, your champion, Ben Townley?
You know, it should be good. You know, all the guys have been racing over there, and you know, we start back up racing to kind of get this warm-up deal here at Seattle, and then you know, go into the battle at Vegas. You know, I got the greatest team: Monster Pro Circuit, Kawasaki, Jeff Fox, and just everybody that's helped us. Thanks.
Almost a flawless season for Ryan Villopoto.
It's been a long road to Las Vegas. It all wraps up next weekend at Sam Boyd Stadium. The East-West Shootout, big all-star race for the lights class. Here's the final points for the season. The big battle coming into tonight was for 4th. It goes to Chris Gosselaar. Let's head back to Aaron.
Jason Lawrence and Josh Hill rounding off the 2nd and 3rd place podium finish. Jason, this place here in Seattle last year, you made your first podium debut in Supercross Lights. You made it once again. What is it about this track that makes you excel?
I don't know. You know, I think it might be the dirt. Last year it was real muddy and rutted, and this year it wasn't muddy, but it was just as rutted. And you know, we got Enzo has my suspension perfect. You know, Ross over there, we tuned it in, so it was great, and I got a good start. And you know, I mean, that's what I could do. I made some real bad mistakes in the first couple laps, dropped me from that pack, but luckily, I mean, I got back up there to 2nd.
The Space Needle towers over downtown Seattle, and Ryan Villopoto towers over the Amp Mobile Supercross Lights West Coast Series.
Well, he definitely was the most dominant rider this year in the West Lights Series, and there's a bright future for this young man.
The field's going to come together, East and West, next week in Las Vegas. Make sure you join us live on Speed. 4 hours of Supercross competition coming your way, including the East-West Showdown. Should be a great way to wrap up the Supercross season.
Well, Vegas is where it's all going to come together. We're going to see who the very best light Supercross rider in the world is 1 week from now.
For Aaron Bates and Jeff Emmett, I'm Ralph Shaheen. So long from Seattle, Washington, where Ryan Villopoto is your winner.